Hello everyone and welcome once again to Beth the Chef, episode 19. So, episode 20 is going to be our soufflés, so stay tuned for that. But this week we're doing a bit of pastry work and we're going to do a roulade. But I'm going to combine it with one of my favourite food combinations, even though I do have a lot. This is up there, up in the top 10, let's say. And it's peanut butter and raspberry. Now, I've done dishes before combining this. I'll show you a picture, pop one up, but one of them which I did as a special at the Alverton was peanut butter semi-freddo, and then I made honeycomb, ground up some honeycomb to like a dust to coat the outside of it. Some nice chocolate, but it was combined with some raspberry jell as well on the plate. So yeah, you got nice sharpness, but with a little saltiness of the peanut butter. But I really like making roulade, so this week we're combining the two. And roulades are very fun to make. Obviously you got the cakey kind of one and the more like a meringue one. To be honest, I've not tried making a meringue one yet, but the one with the Genovese sponge is a lot of fun to make, and yeah, we'll say let's cook. But as you'll see later on in the video, let's get rolling. Right, so the first stage for the roulade is Genovese sponge. Now this sponge is very light, originates from the city Genoa, probably said that wrong, in Italy, and there's different variations, but this doesn't actually contain any butter, which, yeah, and you can say dairy free, but it's not going to be later when we're going to put a ton of cream in. Suppose you can get dairy free substitute of cream. So yeah, if you are lactose intolerant, but so there are more ingredients later on, but the actual sponge only has 4 ingredients. So I've got 4 eggs in here, and I've put them in this bowl because we're going to go over to the mixer, and it's just more convenient putting them straight into the mixing bowl. Here is 120 grams of caster sugar, but you are going to need a little bit of sugar later on because it helps with the rolling, but you'll see all that in a moment. In here, 120 grams of self-raising flour, and just to, because it's a nice flavour and to help enhance, let's say, the raspberries and the peanut butter. We got one quite large and plump tonka bean, which yeah, I've spoke about in previous episodes, but it's nice. It's quite vanilla-y, a little bit ginger notes, and it's gives like a warming feel, if that makes sense. It does in my mind anyway, to your puddings. So yes, let's go over to the mixer. Right, go through things a little bit before we turn the mixer on. But the eggs are in here, and got my sugar all just straight in there. And you should see what I mean later on, but we want to take this to what they call ribbon stage. And it's kind of, yeah, it leaves bits off your whisk like ribbons. But it would all make sense more when you see it. It'd take like 5 to 6 minutes. In the meantime, I'm just going to microplane the tonka bean into the flour and incorporate that. So we're ready for the folding stage. Let's have a look. Yes, I don't know if you can see that then. See that? It come off like a ribbon stage. So I'm just going to take it over and we'll do the folding process of the flour. Preheat oven to 170. So the oven's warming up. And what I'm going to do is gradually incorporate the flour into the mix. There. And if you gradually add it and gradually fold it, traditional figure 8 motion, there's less chance you'll knock air out, or as much air. You get a nice light fluffy sponge. There we are, and got my trusty tool for leveling it out later on. Easier to do than say that one. Well, for some people. And yeah, you want quite a wide flat tray, but still one with some edges up on it, because just in case it overspills with say a very flat one. Right, make sure it's in every little corner, and if you're wondering, this serves 8, but if you got a bit of a sweet tooth or appetite, might serve 6. So yeah, in the oven. Keep eye on it, but 12 to 15 minutes, nice and golden, and we'll get our paper ready for the dusting. Right, so while it's in the oven doing its thing, put it ready for the dusting stage. Now you need quite a big rolling pin at the ready, a nice flat sheet of greaseproof paper, and your sugar, but we're sprucing it up a bit. So I thought, you get cinnamon sugar on donuts and things, so why not ginger? Hey? Yeah. So 2 teaspoons of cast sugar combined with 1 leveled teaspoon of ground ginger in there. And this stage is very important actually, because it helps with the rolling. And if you don't do this stage, when you're rolling your roulade, it will stick to the paper, and yeah, you won't end up with a nice spiral, a nice roll, which is what makes it an icon, really. So I'll just get a spoon for this, and I'm just sprinkling it everywhere. So the theory behind this as well is this ginger. Not only will it create a nice sort of crust on the outside, but hopefully the ginger will kind of soak into the sponge with the moisture later on. You want to try and self-explanatory really, but cover all areas. Right, so I'm just gonna turn this around because we'll roll portrait wise and fetch out the oven because we want to roll it pretty quickly. Sorry about that, the oven door does that. Okay, so give a bit less about this. There we go. Straight down. There we go. Gently peel off at the edges. It'll still be very hot. Right. Going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar into it. There we go. And now get your rolling pin on the edge there, and carefully roll it. There we go. And I'm gonna, I don't know if you can see that, turn the camera around. I'm going to keep it against the wall there so it doesn't unravel, and I'm going to leave it to cool down like that because this helps get your roll without any of those cracks. I like to think of it like almost like physio class for cake for the roulade. You're making it flexible. If you don't do it, it's going to be stiffer and you get more cracks. So the chantilly will be 200 ml of cream to about 75 grams of icing sugar and raspberries. So in here, about 150 grams of raspberries, but once all is done, it's probably about 125 grams. And I'm just mushing them up, pass it through, get all the juices, but remove the seeds. There we are. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't want to add any sugar because the sugar dusting in the roulade, the sugar in the chantilly, and we want to maintain a nice sharpness as well. The cream, yes, there's 200 mils of double cream in here, 75 grams of the icing sugar, and some vanilla. So add a good drizzle of vanilla to the cream. And I've mentioned it in an episode before. I can't remember the previous one. But for the cream anyway, I'm going to whisk it up and then I can see where I'm at with adding the sugar, because the sugar will firm it up even more. Right, so while I was whisking, I remembered what episode the chantilly was from. It's from the pancakes episode, American style pancakes. But a lot has happened since then. So yeah, you want to take it to, and if you can see that, you can sort of draw with it. And if you do a squiggle with your whisk, you can still see the lines on the surface. So that's the right stage to add the sugar. So then I know where I'm at with the whisking. See, as you can see already, it's thickened up. There we are. The lovely peaks there. And feel free to do what you want with that whisk. Maybe, I don't know if you've seen it on Come Dine With Me, but yeah, it's just, if anything goes wrong, not responsible for your trip to A&E. And in goes the raspberry. And yeah, just mix it in. Creates an awesome pink colour. So now our sponge has cooled down, I'm just going to slowly unravel it. There we are. And do you feel your cream? Now just do a thin layer of cream. Don't think, oh, I have to use all of it. But the leftovers is great for decoration. And here, and if I try and draw a line, here, I want to leave a gap at the beginning and the end. Now, it's very important not to put too much cream in, because you end up with a overload at the end. Okay. And Just with your fingers, pinch, make a nice area there. And use the paper as well to help you out. See what I mean? The cream gathers up there, and I can use the tail to pinch. It's not bad, a little bit of overspill, but not a complete avalanche. Lovely. So I'm going to get my box and keep this in the fridge. Keep it nice while we sort out our peanut butter sauce. Alright, so for the peanut butter sauce, it's very straightforward. Smooth peanut butter and a bit of honey. If you did hear a noise then, that was the fridge. So I want to get a very big teaspoon peanut butter, like very big. Okay. Nice drizzle of honey. Right. And I'm just going to heat it up in the microwave. And keep an eye on it, because you don't want it like really runny. But you want a good drizzle. So like that, I'll put it for another blast in there. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah. Just some nice swirls on it, some nice dabs. Get it all around there. Could even finish with cream. Use the top of this. So I might do in a minute actually. Put some pistachios on. It's quite nice because the slight heat from this peanut butter is sort of reinvigorated, if that's the word. But the ginger, the senses of the ginger, which smells lovely. So I'll just chat to you while I'm deshelling some pistachios. And yeah, honestly, what I love the most about cooking really is you're always learning. I've learned a lot since doing these videos and since cooking in general. They say every day is a school day. And I'd like you never have a clear plan in your head. So you have a plan, like for instance I had a plan here, and then you create different things as you go along. Like the pistachios, for example. Think, oh, that would be a nice addition. And yeah, it's great. A dish can have so many layers. And it's like a painting. You just don't. You have a plan in your head, but you don't know exactly how it's going to come out. Yeah, it's always exciting for me. And oh, that was a foreign one, tough nut. But at the end you get to eat it all, which yeah, even better. Oh, hello boiler. Come back again, have you? Should do it. So yeah, I'm just going to put them around wherever. Also adding a lovely bit of colour to this. This is Colin the caterpillar's alter ego. Lovely, and I'm just going to cut it in half so you can try and see the spirals there. Nice. And there we have it. So you've got a roulade, and it's got some tonka bean in, and over there as well. Nice raspberry cream, chantilly cream. Nice layer of the peanut butter sauce, and finished off now with some pistachios. So spread the word, Beth the chef. Stay tuned for menu ideas, little things that are happening at the real side, and join us next week where everything's crossed. We're gonna do our souffles. So yeah, same idea, combination of the souffles as before, but this time with an uploaded video. Bon appetit.